My favorite thing about these cars is the camaraderie that coincides with owning them. I've been doing this for probably 15 years, so I've gained a lot of friends. A lot of friendships have come out of my interest. Another favorite thing about these cars is that I built them myself. So every part that's been installed, every bolt that's been loosened and tightened, I've done myself. So I take pride in that, and every time I hop in it, I cross my fingers. My name's Todd Grant. I drive a 1996 Honda Civic EX and a 2001 Acura Integra. The stories behind these cars are long, to say the least. The Civic I bought in 2006, it was all factory. I had 209,000 miles on it when I bought it, and I bought it as a daily. Fat chance that it was going to stay a daily because I tend to modify anything that I get my hands on. So it's tough to keep anything stock. My main goal in buying this was to drive this every day and build my hatchback that you see sitting back there collecting dust, and that's been there for a decade. So, but I bought this thing in 2006, all factory, 209,000 miles. No plans for it at all. Just slowly accumulated parts for it. And it's gone through many different phases, and this is merely the current one. It's the one I like the best. As far as changes I've made to it, I've swapped the motor. I've done that about 7 times, but it currently has a V16 from H Motors Online in it. LSD transmission. It's got the 1996 spec Integra Type R suspension on it, so it's the 4x114. I did that because it's cheap. And you can modify it to have the same braking power as the 5-lug, and it's lighter weight technically. So I put the bigger brakes on it, the Type R calipers, 5-lug Type R calipers, the 11.1 inch Prelude VTEC rotors. So it's got a mix and match of parts on it, but it all comes together to what you see today, and that's the Civic. The Integra. That was a quick build. I lost my TSX, but that kind of lit the fire to build the Integra. And I was very motivated at that point to have another daily driver that I liked, that I enjoyed. So what I did was pulled the 2 shells in the garage, parked the Civic at my dad's house, and just kind of started in on it. Tore it down to the bare shell, found out that the wiring harness was trash on it, so I was going to have to use a lot more parts from the donor car. And it was better that way anyways. The donor car was an OBD1 car. It had the whole motor, the harness, the interior, everything that was in the car I used on the car that you see before you today. I did most of the body work myself. Shout out to my buddy Ricky, who pulled out a lot of the hail dents. Shot most of it myself. Shout out to my buddy Wayne. He shot the doors and the shell of the car. But yeah, it came together so fast. It was a super quick project. As far as the future goes with these two, they're pretty much where they're gonna be. I'm just gonna maintain them, and I'm not gonna do much else as far as making changes. I like the way they're both set up. I realize that they're a tad redundant with the same wheels and the same colors, but that's just my style. As far as cars go, future plans all lie within my Civic hatchback that's in the back of the garage right now. That's going to be the one that I pour all my time and money and effort into making pristine. I would preach patience to anybody who's diving into this stuff, and be humble. Humble's the biggest part about it. You know, don't go out there thinking you got the best stuff on the road. You won't get any respect that way.